United Nations, working hard for you and me, supporting communities and making a better place. United Nations.
This is We the People's Conversations with the United Nations in TNT. I'm Faine Richards. We've been taking a look at the work of the UN in Trinidad and Tobago and how the UN is helping TNT achieve the 17 Sustainable Development Goals. Let's focus on goal number 8, decent work and economic growth. Every person has the right to work to be able to support themselves and their families. Working makes people feel productive, gives them a sense of worth, and makes them less dependent on support from others. The UN's migration agency, the International Organization for Migration, or IOM, works with migrants to give them the skills they need to make a living and to integrate into their new home countries. One way IOM does this is by assessing a migrant's needs for support and charting a course to help him or her become self-sufficient. Tinestia Haynes, IOM's case manager, explains the process.
So if it is they need some rental assistance or they need some food assistance for a particular period, we establish the period, but we also work along with them so that they can have a plan in terms of acquiring the necessary skills over that period. So let's say it's a 6-month period that they're requesting assistance for. Over the 6-month period, they should also be invested in whatever program or whatever training to help develop themselves. So at the end of that 6-month period, they're more self-sufficient and able to care for their families.
One of the first barriers IOM tries to help migrants overcome is language. Here's Kandy Serrant, IOM's communications officer.
A lot of them do work in the service industries where they have to communicate with customers, so that confidence may not be there. They may not be able to perform their job effectively. They're not able to communicate in the language. So there's a definite willingness on the part of migrants to learn. They want to learn.
IOM partners with local NGOs to get skills training to migrants who need it. TTV Solidarity Network, an NGO of Trinidadian and Venezuelan nationals, offers courses in sewing and makeup artistry. The NGO's public relations officer, Heidi Diquez, says migrants come from starkly different professional and personal backgrounds.
We have nurses, we have engineers, we have teachers. It's a mix of people who may end up in one classroom or come from a very extreme vulnerable position where some of them have been either sexually exploiting, labor exploitation, have no jobs, and there are some that COVID came into the picture and some of them lost their jobs. Something interesting that is happening too is that most of the people, the girls, they're mainly women, come to us and they express the need to belong to something, and so much that they don't want to let go.
IOM and TTV Solnet partner to offer basic level training and specialized courses. Social media marketing is always included, giving graduates the tools they need to start and promote their own businesses.
Well, the end product is, it's an individual who can support their family without any assistance. They're also able to contribute to the society and their community, so they feel more integrated into the population and the host community as well.
Learn more about the work of IOM by checking out IOM Port of Spain on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. The UN has been partnering with TNT since the country joined the United Nations in 1962. Now, nearly 60 years later, our collective of almost 200 staff members spread across 12 agencies on the ground is still committed to supporting TNT's development. Keep listening every week to We the People's Conversations with the UN in TNT to learn more about the UN's work in Trinidad and Tobago.
United Nations, working hard for you and me, supporting communities and making a better place. United Nations.